Hey, good morning. It's a new week and we're at it today. And I'm actually in Colorado at a sale barn, at the Yellow Jacket sale barn. And I'll show you what I'm picking up here. Those rotten son of a guns. Those are two of our bulls that I've been missing up on the mountain. And they got down in a little canyon with some of the neighbors' cows and then came all the way off the permit and clear out, and our neighbors found them with their cows and were nice enough to corral them and bring them down here to this sale barn, to Yellow Jacket, and to Zane Odell, who's the owner. And he kept them overnight and fed them and took care of them and told me to come over and pick them up this morning. And so that's what I did. And I can't say enough about good people, because boy, this is a big deal for us. So that's how we're starting the week. We're gonna go from here, and these two bulls are headed home to go out on their fall range, and I'm so glad to get them found and to get them home. Hey, got the bulls dropped off and put where they're supposed to be, those darn things. And I'm back out in Colorado this morning, and I'm gonna turn the camera around, and I won't even say anything. I'll just let what you see speak for itself. So when we talk about cows knocking fence down, this is what we're talking about. Just unbelievable that they got in that fence and just tore it clear down. And so of course, got cows on the wrong side of the fence. But gotta fix the fence first, and then we'll go get the cows. Oh, so a little bit discouraging, but you know, this is kind of the battle that we have up here. And I want to explain why the fences are the way they are, in my opinion. So when the Forest Service gives you specs for a fence, the reason they have specs on that fence is to help with wildlife. And so the fence can only be a certain height, and you have to use certain kinds of wire and those kind of things. And sometimes that doesn't work too well with cows, especially cows that are breachy already and are pushing on things. And so that's kind of the problem with this fence. You can see behind me is it's really low, and it's sunk over the years. It's just sunk down in the ground. And the top wire is not a barbed wire. It's a smooth wire. It's called spring steel. And so cows can kind of get tangled up in it. It doesn't bother them, and they can just kind of knock it down. And anyway, so that's kind of the problem that we face out here, is I can't build this fence 6 feet high. Let me tell you what, if I could, it would be 6 feet high. And so anyway, it's just kind of the way it is. And you know, it's just the way it is. And we have to work with everybody up here, the Forest Service and the public and the wildlife people and neighbors and everybody else. And so you just do what you need to do. And so I'm going to get wire and stretchers out. We're going to rebuild this section of fence. Okay, got it back up. Better than new. Well, close. I added a few T-posts to it and some top wire right here, because that fence had sunk down. You can see how low that was. I mean, the top of that T-post right there is not even 30 inches tall. So that's part of the problem again with the fence. Now, one other thing I just wanted to let you know is, like, when I stretch this fence tight, if I over tighten it because of the snow and the elevation that we're at, the snow that we get, it will break the wire. And so I get it tight, but not over tightened. And I mean, sometimes that's a little bit hard too, because you know, your wire's not super tight all the time, but that's just how that works. We get lots of snow up here. We'll have 4 or 5 feet, hopefully. And any wire that's too tight or weak or anything will break. So anyway, there it is. I got to go check one more spot. All right, came over to another little section that I knew I needed to check, and I've been walking down along here, and there's a few spots that are down. I'll turn the camera around and show you. Okay, so I mean, this over here isn't broke, but it's definitely down. They could just walk right across it. And it looks like they have been. Well, you can see how just beat this is on this side of the fence, and they've just walked up and down the fence until they found a weak spot, and here it was. So one other thing I was just going to explain is, and I mentioned this before, but we are in a drought, and honestly, like, I have never seen it this dry. We didn't have a good winter at all, and we had a little bit of moisture in the spring and one little storm around the first part of June, last of May, and that's all we've had for a year, really. And so we're way, way below our normal numbers, and boy, it just looks like it. You can see, like, the grass is just dried up and basically dead. It's all down, but just kind of a tough deal. So in these kind of situations, boy, you really got to manage the cows. You've got to keep them to the best that you can where they're supposed to be, and still get them on decent feed and decent water. But it's really easy like this to abuse the range, and we just have to be really careful that we don't do that. But anyway, you can just see they just make trails up and down these fences. They want to get into this pasture here because there's fresh feed and good water. So anyway, that's kind of the deal. I'm gonna go back and fix this piece that was down. Okay, one more little spot. Well, all right, got all that fence rowed and looked at and fixed, and now I got to go catch a horse and clean the cows out of the horse pasture. So that is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I gave them all a bite of grain for following me over here. They like the grain. I'm gonna ride Jake today. This evening, anyway. It's not today anymore, it's this evening. So here's a few of the cows I saw. There was this little group, and then there's another little group of 7 or 8 somewhere. But I'll get these through the gate, and then I'll go look for those others. Okay, got them through. Close the gate up. Had one of our neighbor's cows in this other side, so I put her back in. And anyway, let's go see if we can find that other little bunch. Okay, I think I see that other little bunch right out there. We'll go see if we can get around them and get them through the gate too, and we can call it a day. Sure is nice though in the evening up here when it cools off, and it's just really nice. I think I'm still missing a few. I'm pretty sure I saw a gray cow and a red cow with this little bunch. Not quite sure where they would be, but I'll keep kind of looking. I'll go put these through, and I don't know, I may have to wait till in the morning to get them. Not sure where they went. Okay, got them done. Now, this cow here that's our neighbor's, I need to take this cow and put her in the right pasture. She's on our neighbor's place, but the other cows are on that other side of the fence, and so I'm gonna take her and put her where the other cows are. All right, there they go, in the right place. And we're gonna call it a day. There is a bear, a sow, and a cub. Oh, two cubs. It's kind of a cool thing to see tonight, right before it gets dark. I hope you can see that. I'm zoomed in as far as I can zoom in. Kind of a long ways away. It's a really big bear right there. We're a long ways away, and it's a big bear. Well, I'll see if we can get up there and get a little better look at him, but he crossed this little road right here in front of me, and it took me a minute to get my phone out. That's two tonight. Kind of standing up there looking at me. Look how big he is. Hey, good morning. New day. And I'm going to run and catch horses. I've got to haul horses into town today because we're making a big move out on Bears Ears. And so I've got to take some horses in. And then I'm just going to check a few things, and then I'm going to head in for the day. We're moving cows out there tomorrow. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do first thing this morning. It's a little bit hazy this morning. The wind shifted, lots of smoke out here today. Not terrible, but you can definitely smell the smoke in the air. They've about got this fire over here kind of contained, but it was such a big fire, it's going to be burning for a while, I think. That fire is about 25 miles from us, so it's a little ways away. All right, so here's all the horses this morning. They're in this corner of our neighbors, and this is our neighbor's horse pasture, and so it looks like all the horses from both ranches are together here in this corner this morning. So that's good. It'll be a little easier to catch them. Also looked like our neighbor's dog was hanging out with the horses this morning. So, but anyway, I'm gonna pull over there and get some grain out and catch these horses. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Guarding the horses? So, one thing, if you own horses, there's nothing worse than having to chase your horses down. And it just makes it easy to catch them when they'll let you catch them. So that's why I use grain and keep grain in front of them all the time, because that grain, I think, keeps them gentle. I hope that makes sense. Okay, got them caught. No problem. So that's great. So nice to be able to do that with your horses and not be out here running them around on a four-wheeler or, you know, just having a hard time with them. So anyway, it sure is worth all the effort that you put into feeding them grain. All right, these guys are headed home. Right, while we're right here, I'll give you an update on these two. This was our package deal, 2 kid horses, and they're doing all right. They're doing all right. This horse looking at us right here, I'm gonna ride him a little bit. He's had lots of kids on him, and so he's a little spoiled. And makes the kids really work to ride him. So I'm gonna ride him a little bit. He's somewhere close to 17, 18 years old. And he can handle me riding him for 3 or 4 hours at a time. So we're gonna do that and tune him up. And then this old guy here, we're just happy he's alive. He's doing good. You can see he's old. But perfect kid horse. He's pretty good actually. He's got a little bit of go, and the kids ride him and they do all right on him. So anyway, we're happy. And then a quick update on Duke over here. Duke is this big dun horse right there. He was hurt about a month ago. Another horse kicked him in the shoulder. Kicked him really hard enough it left a hoof print on his shoulder. And he's been kind of hurt and favoring that shoulder for a while. So we have laid him off for, gosh, we're on 5 or 6 weeks now, and we're just not riding him. We're letting him make sure he's all the way better and healed up. Anyway, there's the horse update for the morning. Hey, good morning. We're out on Bear's Ears, gathering a few cows and starting to move a few, and we're changing pastures today. See how dry it is out here. It's time to change pastures. Hey, we got Taryn here today helping us, and Jaden Baker. He's back. Got a day off. He's leading a colt he has today. He's getting this colt started and just wants to expose him to some stuff here. This is a good time to do it. I'm riding Drifter today. We're gonna try to start riding him a little bit more. So anyway, we're taking a small bunch of cows right here to a little pasture that the Forest Service is letting us use. They had an old ranger station there. It's not there anymore, but so it was all fenced off and got pretty good grass over there. So we're just gonna put this little bunch of cows there for the next month. Just trying to make sure everything's paired up before we go through this little gate right here, and I think it is. Make sure we're not separating the cow and calf right here. Hey. Okay, here we are. Boy, you can see a difference in the feed on that side, can't you? Good grief. Cows are gonna be happy in there. Good grass. All right, now we're gonna go move the big bunch to the next pasture. All right, now we're gonna gather the big bunch, put them into a new pasture. I say that like we're just gonna gather them and put them in there, but it's gonna be a lot harder than that. Take us a lot longer. Won't happen today, all of it, that's for sure, but we'll get a good start on it. Drifter, a little lonesome. Not bad though, he's doing great actually. All right, we're gonna gather one more little bunch of cows right here and put them through the gate. Then we'll call it a day.